knots. It's right, you're not in it. I've zoomed into the window.
Go out on deck 7.
Hey?
Go out on deck 7.
Not bloody lightly.
The crow's nest.
5 would have taken quite a few hits today. Deck 5. I was on there a few years ago and it was constantly getting battered.
It was just a rogue wave, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Yeah, it's just
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the captain. Just to keep you in the picture and update you, we're obviously well into the storm that I spoke about earlier on. It's actually more severe than the forecast mentioned. They were talking about winds possibly getting up to a gust of force 11, but we've had way more than that. Force 11 is around about 55 knots. The wind here has been gusting up to 85 knots, which is quite considerable. It's well past the end of the scale of Admiral Beaufort, well over force 12, which is anything over 64 knots. So we are doing extremely well. The ship's handling it quite well, and whilst we are obviously moving around, hopefully it's not too unpleasant for you. There's nothing to worry about. We're perfectly normal in situations like this, really. The ships are built to withstand anything like this. But it will continue for some time. The pressure drop is just about bottomed out now, and consequently the depression that's causing this will be moving further away from us from now on, and the wind is expected to drop through the night. But until we actually get some lower swells, it's probably going to be about 4 hours or so until they start to drop off. So whilst it's unfortunate that we've come to this, it's a little bit uncomfortable, but not too bad hopefully for you, and at least it's not directly ahead of us, and so we're not slamming into it as we were when we came out of Southampton. So when you get back, you can say that you've been in quite a considerable storm. The swells have been up to around about 9 metres, possibly even 10 at times, which is again a lot more than was forecast. So we are doing our best to handle it as best we can, and I just have to ask for you to bear with us whilst we make our way through. Obviously, please take all care and use handrails and whatever you can, and if you're going through doors, just watch when they're swinging, because they can swing closed rather rapidly in conditions like this. Thanks very much, and
I'm going to put this on charge. Oh dear, it went all blurred though. Do you know what speed he's doing?
No.
Because it did actually feel like he had slowed down.
Well, yeah, I think he did there for a bit. Probably when we got into those really heavy ones, you have to ease out. But as he said, really, the ships are doing really well. I mean, we've got these calm periods in between. It's not that it's slowed down out there. The ship's just obviously weathering it quite well now.
Yeah. Yeah, she's doing very well. I mean, that is just unbelievable, that. I wonder when it turned into the 84 knot winds then.
Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't start when we were getting down to those quizzes. Because halfway through those quizzes, getting up to around that...
Well, we went out and it wasn't too bad then. It was a little bit bumpy.
It was getting there. You could see those winds sort of going. Don't forget, we stayed on the good side. We weren't on the worst side.
Yeah.
So I think it started to build up at around that time, and it's just got steadily worse.
Well, it has been. When you were dozing, it was getting quite bad.
Yeah, well, I could feel it because in bed you feel suddenly, oh, the blood's rushing to my head. Feet go up.
Yeah. He
Then it
does.
goes, oh, the blood rushing to the right.
That is just unbelievable.
You think they'd have a queuing mechanism sort of thing?
Hmm.
Or else they've decided they're not doing any more room service and can just vote off the hook.
We don't know how many people are actually doing it either. You know how many waiters?
Well, that's it. But, you know, it's a case of they can still take the orders. They usually just turn around and say, well, because they've got X amount of waiters, it's going to be, you know, an hour
Yeah.
before you're going to get anything.
Like when we came back on that excursion on Equinox.
Yeah, that's right. Because this just isn't going through.
God.
My peach and pear might be the only thing I'll get. You didn't ask for a doggy bag for me.
I did actually.
You did you?
Yeah.
And they said no.
I mentioned it to Matt at the beginning. And he just smiled.
Mean. Interesting.
No, if that horizon's late, it must be because we're not going there. So they're trying to work out what to do tomorrow.
And it sounds like they're not even going to try and get close if that's the case.
Maybe he's had another weather warning.
Yep, could be.
Iceberg's 20 miles out.
Well, it could be. That's sort of the thing, isn't it?
Because he was talking about 10 miles out, wasn't he, before?
Yeah.
And it was in the port as well.
And it could be that it's not that the ice can't break up. It could be that it's breaking up too much with the storm, and so you are getting big chunks, which could pose a problem.
Yeah.
So there could be any number of reasons.
Well, he hasn't said anything about Nook, has he? So that one should be fine.
Well, the thing is, it's still 2 days, well, a day and a bit away.
Yeah, but he
probably.
knew about this one on Saturday.
Yeah. But he did say when he was talking about this one, at the moment, Nook is okay. So I don't think he wanted to commit himself. So it looks like we're going to have some interesting rocks just at the moment.
Yeah. Some good ones out there, out the front.
Nice again. outside. There's a big one.
Where?
The one that just went under us.
Oh. I'd love to see what we look like, actually.
From the outside?
Yeah.
I'll tie a rope around you and hang you over the side if you want.
No, it's going to be from the air.
I'll attach you to the webcam.
That's going to get a very high view from there, wouldn't I?
Bird's eye view.
Yes, I'm blown about in our 84 knot wind or whatever it is
Exactly.
now.
Just turn around and tie a sheet around your neck so it acts like a cape.
My
and you
neck!
hold onto two ends, so there's your parachute. You can go up there and paraglide around.
Yeah, I've hit a bad patch again. It lulls us into a false sense of security. Thinking it's calming down. And then it comes back. Downstairs be having a whale of a time. Getting their windows washed like that. Whoa! I like that one. Didn't hit us though. But it was a good one. I'm trying to do two things at once. Whoop, nearly missed that one. We need to hit one. We need to hit a big one.
I don't think any of them are big enough to make that effect anymore.
No. That was during dinner. I should never have gone.
Hey, we've got some googly. More than once.
I know. That's because we're right by the bow.
Oh.
I'm getting some high ones here. There's a lot of spray getting out there. Any big ones coming on the webcam?
No.
They're all dissipated before they get anywhere near us.
Oh, we're sort of slicing the waves more than going head onto them, so we're not going to get that real splash effect.
Yeah, she's handling it very well. Oh yeah, we've got to retard the clocks again tonight, haven't we?
Yep.
Another hour.
We're becoming retarded by the minute. Or by the hour. You're retarded by 3 hours by now. So you have to think with 2 brain cells instead of 5.
Do I have to?
I don't know, is that the dry pea rolling around with a bit of chicken pea on the side?
It's not dry with all this water going around the place.
Yeah, well the cotton wool stops that up. So the cotton wool's there just to make certain that dry pea doesn't rattle. Didn't you know that?
I thought it was so I couldn't hear it.
That's the cotton wool clogging your ears.
Yeah, I think it's generally agreed we're not going to get there tomorrow.
It's just a shame because it sounded like it could have been fun. Doing your own thing everywhere.
It's nearly the middle of July. It should be sunny in summer.
Well, it was miserable when we left Southampton.
I know. At least the rain held off.
Way back then, you brought it with you. Go home.
I can't swim.
You're gonna float.
I might be able to float, but I still can't swim.
So if you can float, you can drift back. You might have to go the long way around.
It's been over 5 years since you taught me how to float. I've forgotten how to do it. And you know that I need a bottom.
You got one.
A bottom to put my feet on to get me up.
But you don't want to get back up.
No, but I need to get up to float. I need to put my feet on the bottom.
You got big enough waves there. That'll get your feet up. Don't worry.
Yeah, but the bottom's a long way down unless I touch one of these mountains.
That's all the more incentive to turn around and get back up to the top.
I might touch a mountain.
You may do. There you go.
Walk on a mountain.
Who can say that how many times?
Yeah, that's how Tony Blair walks on water.
I thought it was just standing in a bathtub.
I don't know. I don't think we're going to get anything good again for a while. Some pretty colours of sea out there.
That's actually looks nice when it does those little funny mottled patches.
Mm.
See, that's actually icebergs under there. Get over, I'm paranoid.
There must be icebergs in the Bay of Biscay then.
Maybe, who knows?
Mm. Yeah, more troughs. It's flattening out again, I think.
No, it's still got a bit out the front.
Hmm.
But it's, as you say, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's flattening out again. Ah, boring.